Hello and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Miko, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Miko's ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands, the corrections and motivations we give the dogs while we're working with them, and the training equipment we're using. Fred's using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he'll keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, which leaves the left hand free to give a correction. The correction, if needed, is just a tug and release on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. You'll want to keep that collar high up behind Miko's ears while you're working him through his commands. That will give you the most control over him. You'll notice that Miko is seated nicely on Fred's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. The first command we'll demonstrate for you today is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash, and the command is Miko heel. You'll notice that Miko has been trained to walk very nicely on your left at your pace, so there should be no lagging behind or pulling forward. And incorporated into the heel exercise is an automatic sit, so anytime you stop moving your feet, Miko should sit nicely on your left and wait for his next command. If for whatever reason Miko does not sit automatically, the correction is no, sit, and you give him a tug and release on the training collar. Perfectly done. The next command we'll demonstrate is the stay command. The stay is a hand and a voice command. You're going to use the open flat of your left palm and the one-word firm command to stay. When you first start practicing this command, you might want to stand relatively close to Miko and make your sit-stay short, but build up his ability to stay for longer periods of time. When you return back to Miko, you're going to walk all the way around, and he should remain seated until he receives praise or another command. Very nicely done. And we'll run through the heel, the sit, and the stay again for you. It's important that you praise Miko, keep him motivated and interested in the training. This is a great mental workout for him. I'm going to leave him in another sit stay. This time, instead of returning back to Miko, Fred will demonstrate the recall or the come on command. He's been trained to come in and sit nicely right in front of you. And then he will walk around the back to heel position. I'll show that to you one more time. The command is Miko, come.
Miko, come.
And he should come in and sit nicely right in front of you. Perfectly done.
Miko, yeah.
Very good job. Now if he hesitates at all, you should just coax him along, give him some praise, tell him good boy. Alright, the next command we'll demonstrate is down from a heel position. You should always have him seated first, and then you're going to use the open flat of your left palm straight down towards the ground and the one-word firm command to down. Very good job. This is a great exercise to help develop his self-control, so practice this often. This can be done right in your home. Leave him in a down stay and build up his ability to stay for longer periods of time. When Fred returns back, he walks all the way around, and Miko should remain lying down until he receives praise or another command. Very good job. And we'll show you down from heel position one more time. It's important that you incorporate all of these commands into your daily life, but we also ask that you set aside, he just has to be a little vocal now and again. We ask that you set aside about 10 to 15 minutes a day to run through these commands in a formal session such as this video. It will help keep the commands fresh and Miko responding to you. Fred's going to call him in this time. Command is Miko, come, and he sits right in front. Very good job. And then back to heel position with an automatic sit. Nicely done. The last command that we're going to set up here for is down from a distance. Fred is going to leave Miko in a sit stay, and this time he will use his right hand to give him the down command from the end of the training leash.
No. Down.
Very good job. Now you'll notice the first time he hesitated, so Fred told him no and repeated the command, and the second time he went down. It's important that whenever you give Miko a command that you follow through and that you win, because he needs to understand that once you give a command that you are going to follow through with it and that he has to listen to you. These are all the formal obedience commands that Miko has learned while he's been away at school with us. He's come such a long way since he first arrived. We're very pleased with his progress. We ask that you keep us posted and let us know how he's doing once he returns home to you. And we thank you so much for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainers.